What's happening, guys? I'm Avionics, your DJ, gamer, and YouTuber, and the following embedded video comes straight from Pioneer DJ as they have just dropped their new CDJ-3000 flagship model. The CDJ-3000 now replaces the CDJ-2000 Nexus 2, so this new CDJ has a bunch of new additions besides improvements. To include, the first thing to notice, the larger screen, jogwheel design, 8 hotkey buttons, new audio engine, new key sync and key shift features, and the most prominent new technology, an advanced MPU which, over time, Pioneer can update the device's features with firmware updates. The CDJ-3000 does not have a CD drive, but music can be played via USB, SD card, or an attached iPhone with a Rekordbox app, and of course from a laptop. A lot of people had thought that Pioneer would be incorporating the ability for one CDJ to play 2 music sources now in this next generation device because rival Denon has the SC6000 multiplayers and is able to do just that. Also, while the Denon product can analyze tracks internally with onboard technology, the CDJ-3000 cannot, and at the time of launch, Pioneer did not mention anything about Wi-Fi or built-in streaming services as the SC6000 does. No new mixer to go along with this new deck has been announced yet, but Pioneer says that they recommend using the DJ-M9000 Nexus 2 mixer or the DJ-M-V10. The CDJ-3000 is being marketed for clubs, music festivals, and professional DJs. It is available as of today and is priced at $2,300 US, 2,300 pounds, and 2,400 euros. So the 3000 is similar in size and shape from the 2000 Nexus 2. The first differences you'll most likely notice are the 8 hotkey buttons, which are now located under the new and larger LCD screen, which measures in at 9 inches. It is a 1280 by 720 resolution design and is brighter by about 150%. Other improvements include menu navigation, shortcuts, and waveform display. You can now view tracks in the same colored 3-band frequency Rekordbox format. But don't forget, Rekordbox software needs to analyze all your tracks in order for this to work. You are now able to layer or stack your queued up waveform against the currently playing waveform when the 3000 is networked with another, which Pioneer DJ calls Link Q, which works with the DJ-M900 Nexus and DJ-M-V10 mixers. Underneath it all, the most important new feature is the internal MPU, which basically means it has a computer inside. This will allow Pioneer DJ to be able to provide firmware upgrades to incorporate any new features going forward. Similar in the way that Apple constantly updates its operating system from time to time to add new features. Having this brings the 3000 up to the bar with Denon's Prime series of gear. The 3000 has 2 ARM Cortex MPUs, a 1.5 GHz dual-core A57 and a 1.2 GHz quad-core A53, providing the most power to it compared to any other DJ player that is currently out in the market. With all those specs, Pioneer claims that the 3000 is able to load tracks and hot queues lightning quick. Pioneer DJ also claims the CDJ-3000 has the best sound quality yet among all of their gear. Audio is unsampled to 96 kHz, 32-bit floating, which means much improved time stretching and key shifting. Inside every CDJ-3000 product packaging will have a high-quality digital audio cable, which is their recommended method of connecting the 3000 to a digital input of a mixer such as the 900 Nexus 2 or the V10. The hotkey buttons have been relocated under the new larger screen in a horizontal format and have multiplied by 2, totaling 8 new buttons, which have no other feature than just being cue buttons. The hotkey buttons are color-coded and are made of a hard plastic. Slicer and loop roll buttons are still accessible elsewhere on the 3000. The jogwheel still looks the same, but it now has a grooved texture surface rather than the previous smooth feel. It doesn't feel as clunky as all its predecessors have. The biggest change to the jogwheel is the new center screen, which Pioneer DJ first incorporated in the CDJ-1000 controller, which is a huge improvement over the last. Also new are beat jump buttons, which is already a popular feature on other DJ controllers, which now makes its way for the very first time to a Pioneer DJ media player. Other new features includes Touch Cue, which enables you to skip forward in the currently playing track and listen to another part of that track in your headphones. Touch Preview enables you to preview a track in the browser without having to actually load it into a deck. The build quality of the CDJ-3000 boasts a full aluminum top faceplate. The circular play pause and Q buttons have been overhauled for better durability and tested with 1,000,000 presses. In the rear, the IEC cable is now lockable to help in the prevention of the deck being accidentally powered off during a performance. And the screen is still made of plastic rather than glass, perhaps for better durability. So the biggest pros I'm seeing from an on-paper point of view is that the Pioneer CDJ-3000 has the best keysync feature of any type of DJ hardware out there, which means you can literally mix any song with another song that's in a whole different key, utilizing Pioneer's new innovative algorithm. And the touch cue and touch preview features is a unique feature not seen on any other piece of equipment. More Q buttons finally, the new 96 kHz 32-bit floating audio engine, and the internal MPU for future upgraded features. The biggest con I see is the inability to analyze tracks on the fly as the Denon SC6000s can, which means you have to have all your tracks analyzed prior to your gigs. Also, there is no Wi-Fi technology or support for streaming services as the Denon model has, unless of course you're using the 3000s with a laptop running rekordbox. The 3000 is still considered a single layer player, meaning it cannot play two music sources at once while the Denon has models that do. So not being able to be a double layer player will turn off DJs who like to utilize 4 decks, although most venues and festivals always supply the correct amount of decks needed for every DJ's needs. And finally, the 3000 was not mentioned of having any music streaming and support and having built-in Wi-Fi at the time of launch, but Pioneer could be implementing that feature in the near future. The Pioneer CDJ-3000 is the catch-up answer to Denon's SC6000 line, and while the 3000 shows a vast number of improvements but still lacking some comparable semi-priority features, Pioneer DJ is still flexing their trusted brand name and power, letting everyone know they've been in the game longer than other brands, thus the focus on innovative and never-before-seen technology to include self-evolution. I'm Avionics, and if you enjoyed watching this video, please go ahead and hit that like button, comment, share, subscribe, and ring that bell so we can all learn about the Pioneer CDJ-3000s together. See you guys next time.